Alright, and here we go. Raz starts off here with a Nora Mine and a Leos Monk. Nora Mine, not one I've seen in a bit, but a good source of extra Nora, especially if deployed early. Xuloz starting out with an Inkblight Witch to grab that natural font. And Raz here moves up, takes their natural font with that Leos Monk, and deploys a Nora Miner on the bottom. Another good source of extra Nora generation there, and a great source of extra mobility with those Nora Mines. Xuloz moves in and grabs their natural font with that Inkblight and finishes off with a Dark Seductress. And stealthing at the end of turn thanks to that hidden Dead Magic Zone ability, very good there. Raz moved towards the middle with that Leos Monk and built a mine with Deep Miner. A great reinforcement for those front lines. Alright, deploys a Sentinel and invigorates with that Leos Monk, just wanting to generate as much AP there as possible. Xuloz moves in the middle of the map with that Inkblight. Of course, Dark Seductress still hidden somewhere there in that Dead Magic Zone. And finishes the turn with a Chroma Visionary. Over to Raz here. Moves back slightly with the Monk before using a combined effort to generate even more Nora. Let's see, by 25 AP there, generates 50 Nora, and uses that to deploy a Mosharn the Barricade. Xuloz rushes over to that top font, cursing the Sentinel along the way thanks to that Witch passive. Let's see what he does next here. Oh, and uses the Stealth Seductress to deploy a Grimwell contesting the font. Backs up a bit with the Visionary. Feels a bit risky there, splitting up the forces like this. Alright, Visionary uses her Prevailing Perception there to gain, let's see, Tough and Cleave from Mosharn. Alright, Raz responds by moving forward with that Monk, making room for Mosharn to come through. Invigorating Mosharn here. Let's see what he does with it. And moves just straight into the middle of the map, possibly trying to threaten the Shrine here, or maybe just wanting to cut off the Inkblight from retreating. Alright, deploys an Aspect of Life and ends the turn. Xuloz moves into the font with Inkblight and moves forward with that Visionary, just smacking Mosharn here and backs up again. Oh, and finishes the turn with an Elsarian Reaper. Alright, that's a great champion to deal with just those piles of HP that is that Mosharn and the Sentinel. Alright, Raz backs up with a Deep Miner and decides it is now time to animate that Sentinel. Moves into the font, gets cursed in the process. Alright, takes a swing at that Inkblight, which is of course absorbed by her Oblivion Shield. Moves forward one more space, losing his remaining AP from that Grimwell, and taking a hit from that Dark Seductress's ambush. Alright, moves in with the Mosharn, avoiding the Grimwell, but still getting cursed from the Witch passive. And moves in with the Monk as well here, possibly? Yes, he does. Also gets cursed in the process thanks to that Witch passive. Alright, Mosharn gets a hit in for a solid 15 damage. And finishes by moving that Aspect of Life in. That Cleansing Aura really going to do a lot of work here, getting rid of those curse effects. And finishes the turn with an Elven Prodigy. Alright, Xuloz starts by attacking the Sentinel and is hit in retaliation by that Elven Prodigy, but is then charmed from that Dark Seductress. Attacks again, not getting hit from Blind Fire this time thanks to that charm. Moves forward with both the Visionary and the Reaper, getting ready to reinforce that font. Attacks with the Inkblight and is hit in retaliation thanks to that Mosharn Sentinel ability. Attacks the Sentinel again and is hit again from that Mosharn. The first attack getting absorbed by the Oblivion Shield, but not the second one. And uses a Mind Shackle on the Leos Monk to paralyze it. Slight misplay there, as you can see the Aspect of Life did cleanse that paralyze from the Leos Monk here, and starts with a Rain of Arrows, revealing that Stealth Dark Seductress. And uses a Fanfare here on that Aspect of Life to give it Fascinate, as well as the rest of those champions ally K3 Forest, a very strong stat boost. Let's see, an Invigorate on that Sentinel. Another attack, getting rid of that Oblivion Shield, an attack from the Mosharn, and it's dead. Moves forward one more space, getting that Nora Globe, a very solid turn there. And there's the surrender from Xuloz. Good game.